Oh my god, I can't breathe in this thing. Sorry, guys. Hey everyone, Scott here to discuss The Empire Strikes Back, starring Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Billy D. Williams, Anthony Daniels, David Prowse, Peter Mayhew, Kenny Baker, and Frank Oz, directed by Irvin Kershner. Now, before I get into this review, this is one I second most remember as a kid, and I remember it being a little sad, but it was also the one where it introduced Yoda and that da 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 da's iconic theme song of Darth Vader. And also, it's the movie that George Lucas decided to give to his teacher, Irvin Kershner, which I didn't know about until I watched the James Bond movie. I forget which one it is, but I'll get there when I get there. And RoboCop 2. And let's just get right into this. We open with Luke Skywalker getting captured by a thing, I think it's called the Abominable Snowman, and I could be wrong, but please correct me if I'm wrong. And Han Solo returning to the Rebel base, and Leia is standing there, and Han and Leia are going to have a beautiful bunch of lovey-dovey scenes at times during the movie. And I'll be in love with the characters at some point when Luke goes to the Dagobah system, like after they split up between Luke going to Dagobah versus Han and the rest of them, where he'll learn Jedi moves from Yoda. And Han and Leia goes on their own adventures with C-3PO and Chewbacca. And R2-D2's with Luke. I forgot to say that part earlier. Damn. But it's a great way to deal with our characters. Han and Luke's friendship grows on me. And them and the audience, as soon as Han saves Luke's life this time, this is the second time too, by the way, based on what Han said, and I'm liking the characters at this point. That line, scruffy looking nerf herder, was hilarious. I was laughing out loud. Especially the way Carrie Fisher says it was really funny. And I love the way Han says, "We'll laugh it up, fuzzball." That was great. Like, it was really hilarious. It made me laugh. The way how Harrison Ford said it. Oh my god, that made me laugh. I love Darth Vader's iconic theme in this movie by John Williams. That's why I decided to wear the mask this time at the beginning, so please forgive me. And it sounds fantastic. I like the fight between the rebels and the giant robots ran by or maybe like the giant things with the 4 legs and all that. You get what I mean. By stormtroopers, and the way Luke almost gets killed and how he put a grenade in one of them. That was a great action sequence. I love how Chewbacca putting the tool set on the corner of where Han is fixing something in the Millennium Falcon, and they're being chased by the Empire, and it falls down on, and Han yells at Chewie. It was so brilliant. There's a lot of comedic things at the same time. There's dark moments in the movie. Luke and R2-D2 land on the Dagobah system, and R2-D2 not only sinks but gets eaten by a mysterious creature. And R2-D2 got lucky. He doesn't taste very good. But I feel bad for R2-D2 for that moment. But I still care about R2-D2. I still have that little toy somewhere. I don't know where I have it, but I love Yoda's introduction because he starts off homeless and funny. And as it turns out, he was the great Jedi Master he once was. When we first see Lord Sidious for the first time in the VHS cut, he looked really ugly and bad. But they made him look like what we'll see him in the prequels looks like. C-3PO really got on my nerves because he talks way too much, and I see now how people are annoyed by him in this movie. The Cloud City was very beautiful cinematography, and we get introduced to Lando, played by Billy D. Williams. And whenever I hear Billy D., it makes me think of Nutty Professor 2 for some reason, when they say, Billy D, Billy D, Billy D. But I like his character, and he's a nice presence in the Star Wars trilogy. And he's a fun character. Between him and Han Solo, I think I'd choose Han Solo first, but he's second best. They have the same amount of sense of humor that I could really enjoy. When a shadow of Obi-Wan says he's our only chance, something like that, Or Hope. It sounds familiar. It's Hope. And like that, and Yoda says, "No, there's another." And my question is, another Skywalker or another Jedi? I was a little confused by that, but maybe we'll get there when we get there. I'm going to say it's the Skywalker theory in the meantime. Darth Vader finds Han Solo, Leia, and Chewbacca with Lando, as well as Boba Fett, who's a very badass like Darth Vader is. But they will be eventually ruined when we get to those damn prequels. The carbon frees Han Solo like a statue to bring him into Jabba the Hutt, and the way those lines I love you and I know were absolutely perfect and such a beautiful moment in the film. And I want to say a fun fact about that scene. That was not in the script. But Harrison Ford was saying I love you too. That didn't work for him. So they stuck with I love you, I know. That was a better way to do it. When Luke faces off against Darth Vader and Luke finds out after he gets his hand cut off, Darth Vader says to Luke's father and talks about Luke's destiny, and he falls in something that looks like a garbage disposal. It was a very powerful moment in the film. But yes, in case if anybody wants to know, he is Luke's father. And this is the better mystery here than when we get to those damn prequels. So Leia, Lando, and Chewbacca, along with C-3PO and R2-D2, saves Luke from falling on the Cloud City, and they're in the Millennium Falcon, getting attacked by enemy fighters, and Luke is communicating with Darth Vader, or his father, and R2-D2 saves everyone by fixing the hyperspace, and the battle is about to begin, and that was a smart way to end a Chapter 2 in this original trilogy, like a TV show, with these days. And I'll talk about that next week when we get to Jabba the Hutt and all those other characters. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 9.8 out of 10. This is a very powerful movie with a good love story. This and the first one combined, well, I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it's still a great movie by all means. And I'm going to be honest, I'm still going with the original as my favorite one. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for The Empire Strikes Back, and I will be back with Return of the Jedi next week. And until next time, may the Force be with you.